elevator music.
It's definitely elevator music, isn't it?
If not 1940s pornography. 1970s.
What do you know about that?
It kind of sounds like that sort of...
No, it doesn't.
No?
No. Are you streaming that?
Yes. Hello! Kitchen and pornography.
Oh my god!
Not actually. The food's sensual, but it's not that good. Oh god, what was I doing? Oh, apron. Wait, hang on, let's take the hoodie off. I'm gonna give it all the way. Let's lose the clothes. Get the clothes on. Get warmed up. So, you know, I was talking about that idea with you. You know what I'd also include in the bundle?
Oh, that would be a good idea.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea. I'm glad your coffee's good.
What if yours not?
No, it's a fairly sort of half-assed attempt at an Americano because I accidentally hit the wrong button.
Well,
My fault.
it's not like we don't have coffee beans coming out of our ears. You
Yeah.
can always just remake it properly.
I will. I think I'll sip that first though. I don't want it to go to waste.
But then that's too much coffee. What is that about?
I will, I promise. Start
I think I've
with...
done all my Christmas cards.
You done them all?
Yeah.
Bravo.
There's so few people in my life.
Aww. Do you know how we started this stream? Cinders has raided us.
Oh!
Hello, Cinders. Hello, Lottie. How are you? Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your stream, Cinders? Thank you so much for raiding us. You absolute star. And Lottie, loved watching you play Amnesia last night, although I was kind of being a chicken and hiding between my fingers. That's just like... we are excellent. Sorry, I've got the background music for us warming up, but it's quite loud. There we go, turn that down. We are excellent, I think. It's all good. Very chilled out Sunday.
I love that you like it.
I think. I don't know, I suppose I should ask before I assume. It got so weird towards it. What was the bit? Oh, I got to the bit where I was eventually like, nope, couldn't manage. Was got to go back soon. No worries, Cinders. You catch us up on your stream when you're back. Thank you for the raid. You are very, very kind indeed. You were underground, Lottie, and it was, you had a lantern and then it went out and someone basically then just shouted at you from the dark. I was like, what is going on here? But you'll have none of that here. We are the antithesis of jump scare, I hope. If anything does make me jump, I'm going to be a bit surprised. And my love, that is not a challenge for you to give me a jump scare partway through the stream.
No, you always do that to me.
By accident.
You always make me jump.
I know, and I never mean to, which is even worse.
Yeah, we always do.
Ow, me pal. I like that, Lewis. That's almost like pirate. Ha ha! Ow, me pal.
I just got a message from T.
Oh, yeah.
Roast!
Roast.
You watching?
Oh, that's lovely. How are you, Lewis? We just realised that possibly my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, and my nephew might well be watching me right now. So if they are, hello. They're watching. Hello. Oh, that's lovely. You're being chased by something, but didn't turn around to find out what. Just ran. Lottie, you and I are on a accord. If that was the same situation, I'd have been hightailing it from the building, the county, and said, no, whatever this problem is, it's your problem now. I'm off. I'm leaving. I'm done. Yeah, we've had a really nice day so far. It's just been nice and relaxed. Done very little of anything, in fact. And honestly, this is just us doing a bit of a batch cook for the week. And our Sunday afternoon roast is in. In fact, I might do an oven view. in a moment. So that's the carrots for the shepherd's pie. I realise I'm flashing my back because my shirt's riding up. Not advantageous, so let's... Oven review. Yeah, hang on, let's... Oven review, that's new. To only you select few. How far can we keep this rhyme going? Carrots. Let's do, for the amount of mince we've got, probably 2 onions. Yeah, I think that's about right. A gun goes pew. My hat I doffed to you. Did we already have you? Oh dear. How was Cinder Streams, folks? Did you all have fun? So, actually, the camera angle's rubbish. Wait a minute. There we go. That's better. For dinner, I'm having stew. I think Lewis wins. I'm struggling for a rhyme now. She's playing Tomb Raider. Oh, excellent. The original, or is that one of the new ones? Ooh. Bit of a duff bit there. Don't want that. Definitely want 2, given I've had to cut a chunk out of that. So, yeah. A mixture of strips and chunks. Make something nice and hearty. I bought a house. I guess you could say it's new. Have Lewis the rhyming king for the rest of His Eminence, the master rhymer. For him, it is not a crimer. Oh, that's actually awful. That's terrible. I've ruined it. I've ruined the game. Oh dear me.
I feel like I've achieved something by writing the Christmas card.
You have, and you've helped me with the Discord.
With TikTok.
TikTok. Folks, we've joined TikTok. Would you believe it?
And it's really fun.
It's quite fun actually with the fast forwarding and stuff.
Making the videos is quite fun.
Oh, and Chef's here. Hello, Chef. Afternoon, Chef. How are you? We're very, very good, thank you. We are just doing prep for
I would have
shepherd's
done
pie.
these smaller. I would have quartered these.
All right, I'll quarter them then.
No, there's no point you going through them all now.
Oh, it's fine. We've got bags of time. The
With my mocha, am I allowed one of these?
Absolutely. Oh God, my eyes are burning. Yeah. What's for today? Today is shepherd's pie. In the oven, we've got our actual dinner for today, which is going to be a rolled lamb shoulder, which we have been preparing this morning. I actually can't see because of the onion.
Yeah, watch the TikTok. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm biased.
We are.
It's so good.
I cry from your onion. Yes, I'm actually genuinely in difficulty here. She asked for an apple, but I said I only had a few. I set Lewis off on a rhyming rampage. So that's, in fact, I'll do these a bit smaller. So yes, if any of you want to laugh, we have opened up a decapitated owl TikTok for when we're doing longer prep, so that we can film chunks of it. So like, we did cornetti last night, of which my love is now eating one, which is an Italian croissant, basically.
Yeah.
Different texture, very soft, hint of orange, doesn't flake as much as a croissant, which is nice because it doesn't spray everywhere. But it took 9.5 hours. So we couldn't have obviously done a stream of that. But you can see the sped up various steps of it.
You know what would have been better than the egg wash?
Go on, what would have been better?
Melting down the apricot jam and doing a glaze.
Oh,
instead.
that would have been good. Well, maybe we'll
Or
do
do
that.
that. You do that afterwards, maybe.
Can I swap you for the carrots?
Yeah.
Oh God, that burning my eyes. Oh jeez. Right. So let's just cut these down a bit more.
Sorry, it's just it'll be
My eyes.
easier to eat in a pie. You know?
Yeah. What you can't see, folks, is normally because we've got so long on the lamb, I've done none of the onion prep, which I normally do in advance. So right now, if anyone's saying anything, I can't see a thing. Ooh, apricot jam. Could you borrow some, Lewis? Pop round. Come out from underneath the sofa. We shall. Of course, you can have jam. I assume that's where a few of the cornetti went last night. I assume you just came out for a midnight snack and toddled on back. Let's just dice these down a bit more. Oh dear me, these onions are, whoo, they're a little powerful. Right.
You need like being vaccinated.
Oh, that's good. All right, be there in 3. Good man, Lewis. We'll see you in 3. We'll make sure the door's unlocked. Not that you need it because you're under the sofa. No, you repositioned yourself recently. You were over the you were over the cupboard, if I remember correctly. Oh, go on, Bennett. The onions are across the room and I'm still going. Oh, cheapers. Dear me, dear me. Woo. Yes, today, folks, today is a slow burn. Enjoy your meal. We'll give Lewis a meal out of cornetti and good coffee. Oh, speaking of which, I'll have a sip. I accidentally hit the wrong button on the coffee machine, so instead of getting a double espresso that I was going to turn into an espresso macchiato, I've got a sort of paused at just the right moment double black coffee, which is I've sort of managed to keep it to 1. Oh, that's good though. So yes, today is a slow and relaxed stream because everything is slow cooked. It takes a long time, so doing the prep and cooking of the shepherd's pie now, and then we will turn our attention to our actual dinner because we've got, how long have we got? We've still got 2 hours basically until we'll actually be ready for dinner because it's cooking at that lower temperature. Decaffeinated hour, drinking coffee, who would have thought? Let's face it, Lewis, anyone who's ever been in the channel more than once will know that the name is a somewhat confusing mystery as to why is decaffeinated hour. All I ever seem to drink is coffee. Although it warrants a little explanation. The reason is I had the idea that by the time I got to doing this, thanks to my day job, I would be at last decaffeinated, having been highly decaffeinated for the entire day. It just hasn't quite panned out that way. Ah, dear. What kind of coffee do I like? Blimey, Chef, that is a big question. My favourite, funnily enough, is... Sorry, we're just slightly microwaving the meat because it wasn't quite defrosted enough. Goodness gracious. Lewis, I thought you were actually going to Vegas, then I realised that you gambled all of your hoops. Lewis, there's a gambling thing that's set up in the stream where you can bet your hoops.
All right.
And
what do you get?
not a great deal of anything that I can work out. Sorry, folks. I don't think they actually lead to anything. Good fun and frivolity all round. Chef, my particular favourite type of coffee is Italian, and the reason is that they tend to, here's a coffee nerd fact, they use less grammage of coffee per cup than we do in, for example, the United Kingdom or in America, which means, and why it's that they're drinking it all the time and not completely hyper, is each cup, unless you get a ristretto, is not as strong as you would get over here. So although it's a large black coffee, it's quite mild in its strength, but quite big in its flavour. So there you go. But my favourite, I think, is just a nice small espresso or espresso macchiato with a pastry. That's my kind of gig. I like that.
Your eyes still watering.
My eyes are still watering from the onions. Sounds good. What about you, Chef? What's your favourite sort of, if you drink coffee, what's your favourite beverage, chat? What's the general consensus? Are we coffee drinkers? Are we tea drinkers? Are we not even hot drinkers at all?
That's the one that baffles me, when people don't like hot drinks.
I suppose we are quite used to drinking a lot of hot drinks, though, aren't we? I know quite a few people that don't.
No, it baffles me.
It baffles you.
It baffles me.
My favourite drink is water. Lewis actually produces...
That's
actually the correct answer. Yes, there's nothing quite like an ice-cold glass of water.
I do love water.
Actually, this is for mash, so I can actually afford to be just a bit...
Yeah, if you do it smaller, then it will be made quicker.
Yeah, we're not exactly rushing, though. In fact, we're not rushing at all. You're a bland man. No, not bland at all. Oddly enough, I have a particular favourite. Is if you, for example, have the pleasure of going to a steam room or something, and you've been really, really hot, and then you have a really, really cold glass of water. I don't know. That to me is not bland. That's just marvellous. What about Chef? Chef likes the smell of coffee and do love tea. Yes, we are. We have a massive tea store, don't we?
Yeah.
In fact, the lovely Fox, who is often here, actually sent us a tip once because she watched me spill my cup of tea all over the workstation and thought it was a crying shame, and we ended up buying lots of nice tea thanks to her. So thank you again, Fox. I know that was a while ago, but I still think of that. It was lovely. What's your favourite water? Tap. Again, we're quite lucky, Liz, because we're out in the countryside. We've got pretty much near perfect water quality. So, but very, very lucky that. I appreciate some places not quite as readily available such good quality water. Oh, excuse me. Coffee's now going down the wrong way. Oh dear. Right. Excuse me. Is my nephew watching the screen by any chance and trying to work out that it's me? Oh. Hang on, I'm just going to have a look. Mrs. Al's just showing me. Let's have a... He's made a fort. Cheese. He's eating cheese in a fort made out of a box. I think that's lovely. Oh dear me. You like pineapple juice and apricot. You can get me on the pineapple juice. I think you have to be in the mood for it. Are we lucky, Chef? Is it not the same way you are? It's one of those things where you realise, yes, we are actually really very lucky, actually, in that regard. Right. Actually, we're, again, very lucky that there's in sort of stick your walking boots on and have a little stroll. We get to a greengrocer who does their own freshly squeezed orange juice. It gets a nice warning on the outside that basically says because it's that fresh and there's nothing really else in it, you have to drink it within 3 days. Just lurking, Mr. Owl is setting up overlays for tomorrow's charity stream. Reevesy, no problem. You crack on, my fine fellow. I'm looking forward to that charity stream. And enjoy your lurk. Oh, Lewis, you start. Thank you very much. Hydration and posture check. Yes, I am leaning over slightly. Let's knock them down. Where's that water? Thank you. Cheers. You order 40 litres every 2 weeks. Wow. Of drinking water. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yes, I've been hiding this for a while, but now they're out on social media. Those who had the cookies, I've had one of these on my water bottle for a long, long time. Courtesy of Mrs. Owl, limited edition. Owl sticker. I must admit, I'm a massive fan of the sticker. Let's see, wanna become famous? No, thank you, random bot of Twitch. Should just quietly ignore that. Right. And a view bot. We don't often get them, do we? In our nice, quiet corner of the world. They're still not welcome even when they do turn up, Liz. Oh dear me. It means you're special. Oh, I should feel pleasure and privilege at the arrival of automated spam bot number 9874 or whoever it is. Right. I'm going on the basic principle here that more mash is better because I always seem to run out and I never quite know why when making shepherd's pie, so let's go for a lot. The failing which, I'll just quietly eat it. What kind of cookies were they? They were... Oh, they're lovely. Ate the rest of them yesterday. Good man, Reezy. They're not there to be looked at. Bravo, sir. And they were for our giveaway. They were... Let's see, they were a dark chocolate centre with dark chocolate chips, and we had one version with cherry, and for a select few that were after them, we had one with stem ginger as well. And ended up cooking a batch of, what was it, over 60 or something? And sadly though, some of our, the lovely prize winners from September are still waiting for them. They're all out, they're all gone, so I'm a bit stumped there. In fact, I might ask Mrs. Owl's opinion in a second as to whether or not I've done enough potatoes. I mean, we've got more than enough. It's just whether or not I'm going overkill. Will you publish a picture in Instagram of the cookies? I think they're already there, Chef. They were a while ago. I shall send you a link to them. And we will... That's the promise I've made all year, and I think one stream soon is going to have to be a just chatting one, and putting all the recipes on Discord, but they will make their way there. You should tilt the camera a second. We want to see the ceiling. Good try, Lewis. Good try. I nearly tilted the camera there and thought, I see what he's after here. Face reveal. Have to check. Right, hang on. So, tell you what, how's that, Lewis, on a serious note? Is that all right camera angle-wise? Sorry, chat, I'm trying. It's good effort. It's good effort. Hang on a sec. I'm going to get a second opinion from Mrs. Owl if I've done enough potato. Hang on. Maybe that's enough.
For mash?
For mash.
That's going to make tons.
Okay. The verdict is we have enough.
That's going to make so much, I swear. Is that the biggest pan as well?
That's the biggest one, yeah. We always run out though. I'm always like scraping it over the last edges of it, so I thought, well, right, how long have we got? 1 hour and 18 until basically we have to take the lid off. We've got our shepherd's mince. I've got our lamb mince. Camera shy chef. Yes. Mysterious lower down view is what we go for. More radio show than TV. Right, I'm going to shift the camera in a second though, so that we can all have a peek at what's going on, because otherwise we're going to be off centre for a while. Let's just transfer from A to B. Sorry folks, I am still here, but we'll do a little bit of a shufty around the kitchen in a sec. Shufty, very northern that shufty. Abskeet and shuft. Right, let's... Okay, still there folks, sorry, one sec. There we go, right. Right. That. Quick wash of the old mitts. So it'd be terribly remiss of me actually, I've just realised, oh, thank you very much as well, Chef. Oh, there we go. Oh dear, the old man's lower back can click once more. How's everyone else's weekends been? I've realised, that I've not actually asked. Terribly poor manners of me. My good owl, are you thirsty? I am thirsty, in fact. Lewis so kindly, he waits and checks and just makes sure everything is just so. I also realise I completely forgot to put on... Thank you very much, Lewis. Do you know, I wondered if that was where the question was going. I realised... No, I've been a bit foolish here. I've not actually put on most... I just sort of gently and whimsically started, and there we go. That's better. We've got better lighting now. There we go. This isn't a first playthrough, is it? Oh, does one of the tags still say first playthrough? No, this is in fact not a first playthrough of cooking. That was from when we were doing TikTok A Tale for Two yesterday. Mrs. Owl has just about calmed down from the ending, I think.
No, well, you mentioned it again this morning.
Infuriating end to the game. Right, let's do... Your tag says first playthrough. Ah, that's unfortunate, because on my phone it said food.
But this is the first playthrough of this recipe.
That's true, actually. Yeah, we've not actually done this before, technically speaking. Right, let's pivot about for a slightly girthy shot of chef. It comes from eating all the... You've got to... Wait, is that wine I can see? Where? Behind. Ah, that's an open, empty bottle of port from when we did the Say It or Shot It stream. No worries, Chef. See you again soon. Thanks for dropping in. Look forward to yours too. It's been a pleasure dropping in and seeing you cook. We do have a bottle of wine somewhere, hasten to add. So, let's just start browning off the meat. Just a little oil for the pan. Get some seasoning in there. I was thinking it was going to be another drink and question stream. No, I think it might be a while before we do another Say It or Shot It stream. I was barely up to the task, I think. So plenty of pepper, plenty of salt. Well, actually no, not plenty, a little bit of salt. Oh, and the coffee machine's had enough. It's turning off for the day. Right, let's... We've got ourselves some lamb gravy granules as well. I'm not actually making the gravy from... It seemed like... No, it was good fun. I'm not saying it wasn't good fun. Sorry, Lewis, if I sounded like that, that's disingenuous on my part. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed the mukbang. I enjoyed answering all the questions. I fear, however, the alcohol very simply defeated me. Lottie, do enjoy your lurk. Good luck with your writing. In fact, don't let me forget as well, Lottie. Do I not still owe you a dramatic reading of one of your young one's favourite tales? I think. Right, give that a second. Let's brown off. I can afford to drop some herbs in here too whilst we're at it. So let's just... These are also currently with the lamb that's in the oven, so... Yes, don't let me forget, Lottie. Tell me what it is, and I shall just simply do it one evening, and I shall upload it to Discord, and then you can access it from there. Be my pleasure. Let's just get a couple more. Bit more seasoning. Why not? Ah, the man himself is here. Master of Phoenixes, the first and the last, born of the ashes of suspicious behaviour in among us, and first into the fray in the duty of war, of calling the duty. I've lost it. Hello, Omega. Yes, the most suspicious super seducer there ever was. No, we shall ever see again. How are you today, Omega? How's your head? How are you doing?
Yeah, you did 50 subs.
Sorry, you got how many?
50.
50 subs, Omega. Wow.
Alright.
That's excellent. I must have missed that. Congratulations.
Put the announcement on.
Oh, the announcement's just gone up. Omega, congratulations. 50 subs. Goodness great. And Admiral Cinders, I've saluted. How are you all? Welcome back, welcome back. Your nephew might like it too. It's a fun story. I will look forward to it, Lottie. Just remind me what it is, and we shall make sure that is done. And Cinders, welcome back indeed. Did you enjoy your stream? Did you have fun?
Is Cinders gonna play Hello Neighbour? How do you
Oh.
say it again?
Omega says he's on it. Well, you deserve it, Omega. You really do. So congratulations, though. 50 subs is outstanding. And Sinners, I don't know if you heard Mrs. Owl was asking, are you going to play Hello Neighbour again?
I kind of want to play it.
You want to kind of play it?
No, I don't. Like, I want to watch you play it.
You want to watch me play it?
I wouldn't want to play it. 'Cause
Oh.
it's not good.
Well, Mrs. Owl's made a request, folks. Shall we get a Hello Neighbour stream in at some point? I've just uploaded my new emote and it's glorious. Excellent. Is it by any chance Mahmood? I enjoyed seeing Mahmood back last night. There we go. Right, okay, so lamb cooking nicely. Reducing down, so let's just get in on the other side of the pan. Our onions cooking in those rather lovely juices. Spot more seasoning, because why the devil not? I did have fun. We had some issues to begin with, but we got there, and I might play Hello Neighbour again. Just depends if you've got the patience. Well, either one of us is going to have to do it. Mrs. Owl is looking to see it played again. So, as you all know, folks, from me, when in doubt, apply pepper generously. And you can get a fairly darn good result. So let's start to get this boiled down, but not too much because I don't want it to dry out and it actually goes into oven. To oven being the northern description of how we cook things in an oven. Ooh, actually, has that gone out of focus? It has a little bit. I shall drop down here for a second and read chat. There we go. Yes, I mean, yes, if ever there was a fellow that deserved that many subs, it has to surely be Omega, the man that soldiers through long weeks and then consumes that amount of Tennessee whiskey with such good humour, is a Goliath amongst men. What a star he is. I'd say shout you out, Omega, but I suppose that's exactly what I've just done, and I've actually no idea if the buttons were working about. So consider yourself shouted. A man of great aplomb and character. As indeed you all are. Lovely chat. Right, let's these together. In fact, to be honest, I could do worse than getting the lid on in a sec. Sorry, yes, I have mentioned a while ago what I'm cooking, but what we are cooking is a shepherd's pie, and we are also doing our Sunday roast. So that's the lamb two ways: one shepherd's pie, one lamb roast. Happy days. Away we go. So let's just see how are the spuds doing over here. If I can catch one. Come here, Spud. Ah! Oh, fiddlesticks. And of course, folks, as you all well know, Omega has guaranteed us a Twitch singing stream. Democracy spoke last night. We will hear his dulcet tones, and it shall be glorious. Is this the point where I watch Omega backtrack massively from Right. I'm going to let that bubble away for a second. Let's pop on back over to the prep station. It's perhaps a posh way of saying let's go back over to this corner of the kitchen.
Can I ask a weird question?
Ask a weird question, my dear.
What's at the end of a Dalek sticky out thing?
Folks, does anybody know what's at the end of the Dalek's eye stalk? Is it
No, his arm one.
his arm one?
Yeah. So he's got his eye one and he shoots from that.
Yeah, he shoots from the eye.
What's his arm
Oh,
one?
hang on, the other one's just a laser gun, I think.
But that's live. Isn't that a laser gun? What is the arm one? Looks like a sucker. Looks
Oh, like a suction cup.
Looks like that, but what is it? And the other one looks like a whisk attachment.
Do you know what? It possibly speaks volumes that the BBC studio, and they made the Daleks, sort of had a rummage around to say, what parts have we got that we can put this thing together with? That'll do it. Right, okay. Right, hang on. Next thing we need... Oops, not to do that. That's going to be for our shepherd's pie, but I'm not going to start warming it up because the oven setup is not quite right. Cinders has sent a picture of a Dalek to you, my love.
Yeah, I can't like.
Just trying to work out what bits are which.
Oh yeah, he's watching.
Is he watching?
Yeah.
Right. Quick swap around. Warm that up. My nephew, hello, is now watching. He's emerged from his triumphant fort. Let's have a look, folks. This is dinner today.
Oh, I'm excited to see.
Sneak peek. It's looking pretty good. It needs a bit more liquid in the bottom. There
Oh,
we
it
are.
looks like it's all gone all small.
No, it's all right. It's meant to happen. Don't worry. Right, so I'm going to just...
Oh, there's lots of fat coming from this lamb.
Don't worry. That's going to mix with the gravy granules. It will be delicious.
Okay.
Right. Needs a bit more water for its basting in. I haven't given it enough, so I can pour some more.
You should have done it in a roasting tray. We have a roasting tray. Why didn't you do it in a
You
roasting
mean,
tray?
you mean the white one?
Yeah.
That's for the shepherd's pie. That's why.
Do we not have another roasting tray?
No, maybe we need to.
Yeah, maybe we should get another one.
So folks,
Yeah, so, right, this is the photo that Cinder's sent. But what is the sucky thing? Like, what is that bit? Well, what does it do?
Hello, Mr. Owl's nephew.
That's what, and the other thing, it like legit looks like a whisk.
I think genuinely they got into a cupboard somewhere in the BBC and just went, chaps, how are we going to actually make this thing?
Like, we know that his eye shoots, right? But what does that do? Does it just, like, push people out the way?
Doesn't that suck onto their faces and drain them of their life or something?
What? Are you for real?
Yeah, I think so. Why don't you YouTube Daleks? Right, hang on. Roasters, skins off. Time to... A plunger. Yeah, you know, they
Yeah, that's what it looks like, a plunger.
That's why I think someone got to a cupboard in the BBC and went, we need to make a Dalek and we need to make it look vicious. Got the toilet plunger, pointed it in one bit, stuck a whisk in another bit and went, that'll do. Some explanation, you know.
That's special effects department.
That was the special effects department way back when and went, yeah, whisk, plunger, you know, they'll put 1, 2 together and think it's evil. Right, spuds are doing nicely. Oh, now, Cinders has found the anatomy of a Dalek and sent it to you.
Oh.
Cinder's on fire with the Googling.
Oh my god, this is cool. Okay, 17.
So we're moving on to preparing for dinner now.
In the sucker cup, it's a sucker cup, and it's a slim rod which fits into the control pad of the trans-solar disc,
He has a trans-solar disc.
and this is generally outdoor or this rod connects to the control column in the control chamber. This is how a Dalek has complete full control of the valves.
I like these sorts of Sundays where I get to peel potatoes and hear about the anatomy of a Dalek. We lead interesting lives here. I love it. It's marvellous.
Let's see what this is. Oh, that's the glass
Well,
one.
I am going to ask a random question. I do peel the potatoes for our roasters, don't I?
Yeah.
Yes, I do, yeah. Sorry, I had a moment's madness there, folks. I was like, is this how I normally do it? It is. Right, let's do some roasters for Mrs. L and I, but not too many, all right? Because, oh, that'll do a
Not
few.
too many, why?
I don't know. I suddenly changed my mind on that one. God, I've got potato starch everywhere. Yeah, so lamb so far looking okay. I also, folks, owe, I think, a couple of apologies. When I was making sure that I was letting the world know yesterday that we were going to be doing lamb, That was a stock photo. I'm afraid that wasn't me. And I've got this funny moment now where Instagram keeps saying, this is one of your most popular pictures recently. And I'm quietly going, yeah, it's not mine. It's not mine. I just found a copyright-free picture of some lamb. Sorry. I should perhaps have made that clear. So I'm going to have to try my hardest. I'm sorry. Did you all really think that was mine? I'm so sorry. It wasn't. It was. I just needed a picture of lamb to advertise that we were cinders. I demand a refund. Can I pay you in more cookies? Because it's actually quite difficult to advertise a food stream.
Because you don't have the product yet.
Exactly, yeah. You only get the product once you've done it. And the only other thing you can do is upload the Twitch picture for food and drink category. You're going to need a 3-hour apology video. One of those rambling YouTube apology videos that doesn't actually seem to talk about anything. I've heard of those. I have to do a 3-hour hello my neighbour apology stream. More cool cookies is substantial payment. Excellent, right, we've got the answer here. Whenever I commit a foible, I should just have to pay everybody in cookies. So I've also, whilst I was midway doing that, I've shufted around the oven just so everything will fit in. I've stopped the lamb for now because it's obviously going to cook quite a bit more in the oven, and I really don't want it to dry out. That would be massive lamb-based faux pas. So that will do for just this second. What I'm going to do is we're going to prepare the shepherd's pie, put it together in front of camera, and then we'll get it in the oven. That's a good idea. Right, so let's just... How are the spuds doing? Spuds are ready to be mashed, so let's get them front and centre. Are these even your hands? Is this your house? Is this all a figment of our imagination? Is the Matrix real? Who's to say? Who's to know? Mr. Owl, can I hear an impression? Lewis, who do you want an impression of? I will do my best if I can, and provided it's not going to offend too many people. What would you like, Lewis? So there we go. There we are. You all probably know what potatoes look like, but there we go. Now, obviously tailoring to your audience, mashed potatoes can be done with butter, they can be done with milk, they can be done with milk and butter, but Mrs. Owl's particular preference is for, she's a purist, she's a potato purist, so we do plentiful and delightful seasoning, mash, no extra bits. You want an impression of Will Smith? When we all hopefully meet up, we've got to cook for each other. I'll bring mashed potatoes, and apparently I'm good with it. I am a massive fan of the spud. I like that idea. A cooking meetup. What fun that would be.
Like Twitch come dine with me.
Twitch come dine with me. That's quite an idea. I like it, my love. I'll bring drinks because I'm terrible at cooking. Lewis, is there anything that you would like to be taught to cook? Here's a thought, because we've done a couple of cooking along with myself streams. Is there anything you think that, you know, oh, I'd really like to know how to make X? Because I'm going to be honest, if people don't enjoy cooking, I'd say don't foist it upon yourself. But if it's like a case of, well, I'd like to be good at cooking, I swear, with just a step-by-step guide, I'll be able to take you through your favourite dish. Cereal. Last time I tried to make it, the bowl set on fire. Oh dear me. I once had that record in a chemistry lesson when I was, in 1812, when I was still a child. And I set fire to an experiment between copper and water where there was no heat. So, I don't know what we say about that. So, no, genuine question, Lewis. If you think of something, you think, actually, I'd quite like to cook along or be shown the ropes of cooking X, Y, or Z. We haven't done one for a while, and I'd be more than happy to. Especially a bit of mash. Mash is good. Right. Get that off. Move that out of shot. Nice, scrambled eggs. Now it's interesting because Gordon Ramsay has got a particular recipe for scrambled eggs that to me looks bizarre and highly complicated. When he puts it on the heat, takes it off the heat. Oh right, here we go. So try and be a decent food Twitch streamer. So in we go with the basis of our shepherd's pie. That's going to cook for another 45 minutes on a very low temperature. It does smell divine. I'm going to try. Some of the fat's going to be going in with the gravy, just a little bit of it. Isn't actually that.
You haven't done the gravy?
No, the gravy goes in now, and now I mix it, and then the spuds go on top.
Shouldn't you have? No, you should have done the gravy in the pan.
I'm going to do it this way.
This way makes no sense. Just so you know.
Okay.
This is not how you make any sort of. It's not how you make cottage pie either. You do the gravy in the pan, and then you pour it all into the thing, and then you put the potato on top.
Okay. Well, I was going to make it separate, mix it together in the.
No, you cook it. You cook it in this. Like legit, you cook it in that.
Okay.
So like, you should be putting it back in there.
All right. Well, this is our once. I shall do.
Well, I'm just saying that this is wrong.
Okay, in it goes. Oh, and can I see the? Can you show them? I think that's lovely. Do you want to show them the initial idea? Go on, show the initial idea. It's good. Right. The nice thing as well about when you're cooking for only one other person is that you can be very particular. Can I have the other? Can I have the other oven glove quickly? Actually, because it's really, really hot, and I've missed time that. Oh God.
Oh, I think my face was just in it. Here you go. I don't know where the other oven glove is. Oh, why? Who makes stuff like this way? No one.
I thought it was completely normal.
No. Mrs. Al just exposed the business.
Right.
Oh, you. Oh,
don't be annoyed with me.
I am annoyed with you.
Why? Because it's readily fixed. It's no problem.
It is a problem. I showed my face, and you're all like, no, you can't do that.
What am I like?
No,
you can't do that. Right. Let's
Put the heat on.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm going to.
Oh, it's just like it's in.
It's okay.
How do you know? But you've not made it right.
It will be perfect. Fret not. Where did I leave the gravy?
There.
There. Right. I'm going to turn the camera around because we're back over here now.
I'm not coming back over to you ever again.
Oh, please do. Cinder says we love Mrs. Owl. Here we go.
So stressful.
I don't actually know, coming back to the impression, I don't know how to do an impression of Will Smith. I've absolutely no idea, without being, I fear, colossally offensive. So hang on, so I'm basically just going to drop in some gravy granules here. Got lamb, using just some, I throw it all on the dish and pour the gravy in. Okay, well we're doing it this way, my love, it's alright.
Well, you think I'm saying it wrong though, but I'm not, I swear. This is how you do it.
I'll tell you what, I'll look it up afterwards, but I suspect with a dish like this, provided it all gets in and is nicely combined, we're all okay. I think it's if you do like I did with the Easter egg, the what am I trying to say? The Hot cross bun loaf, where you miss out ingredients, is that you have a slight problem. So I'm just going to give this a gentle turn. It's got I just buy one from the shop. There's even less pans. Oh, Cinders, you've got to try it this way. This way is fun. This way is good.
It's not fun.
It is fun. It is. It is. Also, Mrs. Al's not he's not partial to large lumps of meat, so I do my best as well to
Well, there's not meant to be large lumps of meat.
to knock out any of the larger bits.
God.
You know there is a version of this by like a Michelin star chef.
No, there's not.
There is.
There isn't.
Yeah, you've no idea what I'm even about to say.
Yeah, you're about to say there's a Michelin star burger that has large lumps of meat in it.
That has lamb chunks that you brown first, rather than mince. And he's a Scottish Michelin star chef.
Well, then it's not a shepherd's pie, is it?
I think it's
It's
still
a piece of meat with some potato on top.
some pieces of meat with potato on top. Oh, I do love you. Why, Cinders points out, why do you think I married a chef? All right, Cinders, good point. So let's just put a little more moisture on and just warm that through. Right, we're going to forward stock cube and a half. Same, but I don't like his shepherd's pie. So you take the reins off Taylor, do you, Lottie, when it comes to I fancy a shepherd's or a cottage pie?
Cottage pie is the best.
He's currently cooking steak wraps for lunch. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Give him a big hello from me. I've got one of his recipes that he kindly sent to me that is in my Instagram messages that I need to have a read and see if we give a try. Do a raspberry sorbet, I think. Right. A bit more for a bit more. Consistency that I'm after. It's a little too wet now. So, there we go. Breaking apart just to stock cube. And Mrs. I was pointing out, cottage pie preferred. I must admit, actually, if I was to pick the two, I would probably pick cottage myself. Why we're doing this is that there's a whole huge shelves of lamb on reduced, and it was late in the day, and I just thought, oh come on, something can be done with these. Right, hang on. Oops, daisy. Here we are. So, and the smell, I'll confess, is gorgeous. It's absolutely lovely, this. So just thickening the sauce ever so slightly with basically lamb gravy. Not going to lie, my scrambled eggs are from the Gordon Ramsay. And the mash is Marcus Waring. Well, you've picked two very accomplished individuals to take your recipes from. What you're doing here is in fact a mystery. It's a bit of a descending slope, that. Gordon Ramsay, Marcus Waring, decaffeinated out.
Well, you've got to think. I bet like even like Gordon Ramsay goes to Greg's now and again.
Do you reckon? Do you think someone's ever spotted Gordon Ramsay at Greg's?
Yeah, or like goes to Mackey's or
McDonald's? Or like one of his kids or something, gets, you know. I suppose if he got him drunk enough and he had a hangover. Right, that is more like I wanted. Quite happy with that. So, about turn. Here we go. So, I'm going to just, bearing in mind getting it all on the pan. Sorry, the camera angle not brilliant at this particular moment in time. However, here we go. Whoa, that smells good. It smells really good, actually. Hello, Omega Phoenix has just subscribed. This is 4 months in a row. Omega, thank you very, very much indeed. I say welcome on into the centre of the roost, but really you have been there for a long time now. A famous chef visited one of my company's pubs once. Oh. Who was it, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, so I'm just going to give that. Just going to cook quite a bit more before we're done, but just mix that through, level that out. Perfect. Just a little bit more. Thank you very much again, Omega. You are an absolute star. And again, my massivest congratulations. That is not a proper word, but it fits. It is befitting this situation. Huge congratulations on your recent milestone. And by that, of course, I mean remaining so suspicious throughout all of this time and being so benevolent to do Twitch Sings once again. I look forward to your rendition of Frozen's soundtrack from start to finish, which is, I'm sure, of course, the first thing you were thinking of doing.
Oh wait, what did Mrs. Phoenix say?
It was I don't know, but as soon as you said
Candy
it,
shop.
Candy Shop, that was it. What did I agree to? You agreed fully to doing Twitch Sing. Democracy spoke last night in your stream and said that what was needed was Twitch Sings, that Mrs. Phoenix was going to join in. And Mrs. Phoenix also agreed that the first one had to be Candy Shop. Nope, not at all, Omega. You agreed. I was there. Hang on, wait a minute. I say you agreed. What I mean is that the chat democratically voted that that was what you were going to do. I'm not sure whether or not through the fits of laughter you would actually agree to it. But I fear democracy has spoken. Sorry, old boy, you're singing. I can imagine the look on your face right now. Oh, bloody democracy again. I know, democracy is an absolute swizz sometimes. Right, let's try and get an even spread. I like how this background music I've got that started out as jazz and blues appears to have moved on to synth. Confusingly. I need to stop drinking. I can't believe you're upright, quite frankly. I mean, not purely because I now know, having done a single stream that involved drinking, I could not possibly manage what you do. And if I did, and you and I ever tag team up and sort of say it and not say it and shot it, do Shot Saturday together, there will be no Sunday stream from me. I will be dead. Mrs. Al's going to have to basically perform resuscitation on me just to bring me back again. I slightly remembered someone saying I should take my mask off. I sort of vaguely remember you changed masks, didn't you? I think. So there we are. So some ASMR potato work if we were close enough.
Are you doing it with a fork?
I'm doing it with I'm going to make a line with a fork. I'm just trying to get an even distribution first.
I hope this is nice.
So do I. Oops, it isn't. So we're going to just get that even distribution first, and then attack with a fork, just to give it the nice lines. Okay, maybe attack's the wrong word. See, I think it's happened again. I don't think we've got enough spud. God's sake, please let there be enough potato. Why does this always happen to me? This is why you buy them, of course, because they've actually definitely got enough potato on them. So just...
Oh yeah, that's not going to be enough, is it?
Nope.
Oh, but look, the gravy looks much better.
You approve?
Yeah.
We might need another batch of mashed potato.
Okay. Well, that's no problem.
That's okay, we'll just do a slightly piecemealed shepherd's pie. I'll just lose some over the side. I did. However, the surface is very clean. Ooh. there.
Just slap it on.
It's alright, I'm slapping. How is yon Dalek coming on?
Fine.
This is now... I'm definitely not going to get all the way, am I? Not even if I try. I am trying, to be fair. That needs some more. Patchwork quilt effort here. If this was MasterChef, my time would be nearly up. I have Greg Wallace looking at me furiously to say, what was I thinking? What was I doing? All of which are good questions.
But would you use like a tonnage of potatoes?
Yeah, a lot of potatoes.
It usually makes like way more mash than there are potatoes, you know.
It does a bit. Hang on, Omega, you ripped the pink one. You agreed to singing. Mrs. Phoenix said you have to sing Candy Shop. You changed your mask. You put a hoodie on at the one point, and you tried to end your stream 3 times. Omega, bravo, sir. I got to a point where I had to pour my shot back into the bottle because I knew that I could not manage it, and then we just pretty much went to bed. Right.
Hey, you need to stop shuffling this all over here. It'll scratch the bottom.
I'm lifting it up.
Look after our stove.
I am. Right. So
Miss some potato here. Miss some potato.
Well, I missed some potato.
Yeah, there's some there too.
We have, however, got a gaping hole, folks. There's no way around it.
Well,
we need more mashed
we'll
potato.
just make some more. We've got plenty of potatoes, right?
We do. However, this is now going to have a minute because I need to... No, I don't. I can do this really quickly. Right. Sorry. I'm going to just whiz around.
I'm making such a mess.
Yes, I'll clean it though. It's fine. Yes, I will. You're up, Sir Daisy. Right. So we nearly have a shepherd's pie. Nearly. Some quick work required. Thank goodness I in fact already did some of these for our roast potatoes for our dinner. So I'll just really quickly avoid chopping my fingers at all costs. Yes, Omega, I know I'm gently ribbing you, but it was a marvellous stream. It was it's terribly good fun. Right, we don't need... some emergency potato work. Right. Just in, boil quickly, mash even faster.
You need to boil the roasts too.
Yeah, I'm aware. So I'm going to have to recut these, get another pan out, do these. But the good news is there's 37 minutes before we have to take the cover off the lamb, and then there's 30 minutes after that. And the roast potatoes take 35 minutes. So long as that they are ready to go in 20 minutes, we'll be all right. What the heck, we'll just do them all. There we go. Right. And whilst we've got that boiling as well, I can have a sip of coffee, which would be nice. And do more potatoes. This is a very potato-oriented stream. I suppose basically it is 2 main dinners. So folks, chat, do tell me, what's everyone's plans for this week? What's coming up? I remember, Mrs. Cinders and Reezy, I think you're back at work, aren't you, this week. I'm sorry about that. Anybody else got anything fun planned? What are we all up to? And Omega, also thank you very much for suggesting TikTok to me. I have in fact joined the world of TikTok, and I'm rather enjoying playing things at 3 times natural speed. It's rather fun, actually. There shan't be any dancing, I won't think. Unless it's from, I suppose, the neck down.
Well, that's where the most dancing happens.
You've not seen my dancing head.
Yes, I have.
Oh. That's a good point. Yes, she has. Sorry. TikTok. Yes, I must admit, I'm impressed with this. I'm not sure I've fully got all the ins and outs of it yet, but for doing things that take hours, like baking and stuff, or indeed the prep for this stream, it's quite it's rather useful, I can foresee. Right, a bit more mashed potato. So I said that in a very northern manner, mashed potato. Right, so let's have another look at the lamb. See how it, getting along. So that's looking rather good to me. I'm going to baste it slightly now before it goes back in. So let me just grab a heat-proof mat, which probably I should have done first, but never mind. Off you go, Spit. Oopsie daisy. So, here we are. Part way through our lamb prep. We're looking good. Looking quite tasty. So let's just get lots of juice over the top. I would just use a brush, but actually I want just as much moisture back into the joint as I can manage. There we go. So in case anyone's wondering what I did with, oh bother, what I've just done is dropped a spoon in the basting liquid. It's based in bay leaves and various other herbs. We've also wrapped it as well, seasoned generously with salt and pepper, and we're going to be finishing it obviously with roast potatoes, some side vegetables, broccoli and peas and the like, and we will do a lamb and mint gravy, which hopefully should be rather good. That nice and tender. There we are. Spot of basting. Wrap it up again. And this has been going now for, about how long now? Closing in on 2 hours, but at a very low temperature. Which is why I'm trying to pay careful attention that it doesn't dry out. Lose our mess. Small wipe down of the juices that went astray there. And away we go. So I'm curious about Omega, are you planning on doing anything celebratory wise for hitting that 50-mile mark? Very impressive indeed. I can actually say I know this week already what we're going to do on Wednesday because I've bought the ingredients. I've been unusually well prepared. We are going to do, I'm thinking to do a giveaway. Magnificent. Are you going to be giving away a mask? Next Saturday. Oh, excellent. Oh, what fun. You'll have to tell us all when you are ready. You can just drop the news for dramatic effect. Mic drop, I think is what we call it. So this Wednesday at probably about 6 o'clock, it will be a kitchen stream. We are going to do arrabbiata sauce from scratch. just because our favourite sauce all the way from Italy is, well, we're out of stock here, but I've got a jar of it and I've got the ingredients on the back, and I'm just curious to see if I can replicate it and therefore perhaps obviate the need for us to order it in large batches, because it is one of the best sauces I've got. Seeing as you're doing a bloody singing yeah, you see, you know, the chat knew, democracy knew that it would all tie in nicely together. You can, you know, serenade us as you do a giveaway of some form and variety. Oh dear. So that's probably enough potatoes now. So that's actually for dinner. Broccoli sorted. That's cooking away nicely. I just need the mash now to finish up. So I need that in 50... actually, no, I need to cook it now. Maths has worked, hasn't it? 30, 20... No, it hasn't. Dear me. Omega, if I was one of your students, if there was a massive time warp, I'd be one of the ones that infuriated you, I think. I think it's inevitable. And since I've got a spare potato, I'm going to do it anyway. So yes, it'll be arrabbiata sauce, and then we may... I'm in two minds about taking a break. Yeah. Shh. Cinders. Democracy does not have to have many people involved, you know. If your kids ever saw me, you'd cry. It was a very small democratic field. Yes, this wasn't the Roman Forum, the Greek democratic stage. Nope, it's three of us. But democracy is democracy, and it was decided. Bit more coffee, lovely. Right, quick stab check. How are these spuds getting on? Not well enough yet. Right, back you go. And let's plug us in, because we're running out of power. There we go. Right. Lewis, how did you know that I had an achy back? How do you know these things? Thank you very much. Oh, dear me. And big stretches. Thank you very much. And Lewis, I was just thinking, I'm sorry, I don't think I can do Will Smith as a voiceover impersonation. One, I'm not good enough. Two, whatever pathetic attempt I make is bound to be highly offensive. Unless Will Smith suddenly was from Kent. Hydrate, thank you, you're quite right. When did I last have a drink of water? There we go. There. Oh, that's much better. Woo. Right. Come on, spuds. Need to get this shepherd's pie in. Yeah, I think that's going through. Yep, that's going through. Right, let's swap our pans over and start making our roast potatoes for dinner. Right, so, whoopsie. Where's my... I've lost it. Here it is. This is professional streaming stuff, this. This is confused chef forgets where he's left it. Right. So, that's there. Prepare for some extreme levels of mashing. Remember, heat shield before you melt through the plastic. And let's try and remedy the mash situation. Also useful to think about anybody that's really aggrieved you. Just pound potatoes. Good. It's not me, probably. I'm going to hazard a guess. It's the food. No, I was just commenting to chat how mashed potato is often a stress-relieving thing to create. You should imagine anyone that's irked you during the day. Imagine just pushing their... I'm revealing some hidden anger issues, aren't I? Nobody else has thought about it in this depth. I may have a point. I may need a therapist. I'm not sure. Both could be equally true. That was one of the nice therapeutic elements of cooking and baking too, because obviously you can spend time kneading dough, and if you pick a particularly hardy type of loaf, you can knead with some vigour without being afraid of overworking it. Right, now we definitely have enough potato, so let's finish the job. Oops, daisy. Right, we're going to plug the hole, and then we're going to run through it with a fork, a little bit of additional seasoning on top, because a bit of salt and pepper never hurt anybody, unless of course you are allergic to salt and pepper. And can I ask, Omega, have your cookies still not arrived? This is concerning me greatly, I will admit.
No, the post is just off at the moment. Like, people receive posts at such random different times.
Yeah, because Omega's went out at the same time that Mr. and Mrs. Cinders went out. So it seems bizarre.
It's not bizarre, it's just how things are working at the moment.
Well, with any luck, they will be with you sooner rather than later. That's all I can hope.
It'll be fine.
Right, so our patchwork mashed potato is kicking in. Just thinking, what else can we get Omega to sing? So this is sounding like it's ganging up on Omega time. This is not. He's just a man with the face of a wrestler and the voice of Pavarotti. Cinders admits she stole his cookies. You saw them coming and went, I'll have those. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, are there any sections that can do with a bit more? Don't want any crackage. Right, let's do the fork trick. I say trick. If you asked for a magician or something at a party and this was his trick, he arrived with a shepherd's pie and ran a fork over it, you would ask, I think, for your money back. Not too shabby though. Not too bad. Right. Dropped my tea towel, that's poor form. Let's just do a bit more salt and pepper. And after a slight potato-based hiatus, we are, I think, now ready. So, we're going to shift our oven around a bit. So let's put the lamb up top. This is going in at 21 minutes. Whoops, a doodle. And that goes. Whoops, a doodle indeed. Right. folks, are you... Let's see, how energetic is chat feeling? Are you ready for something that's going to make you want to hype? I have the perfect thing in mind if you do. Give me a nice yay if you're ready to be hyped. And if any of you are, just to temper expectations, I am kidding. Because this is a chill stream. It's washing up time. Jen, I'm not even kidding. No, this is bonus content because we have the loyalist of the loyal of chat here, the most marvellous. And this is how your loyalty is repaid. And I'm making sure that I don't do a Mrs. Al face reveal as much as she is pretty as a picture. You are. This is time for washing up stream.
I've signed up to TikTok.
Have you?
Yeah, no,
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he wasn't kidding. Nope, really wasn't kidding. Here we are. This is the, yeah, Omega. Do you think there is a reason that
Omega's like, can I take my sub back?
Can I have my sub back is what Omega is thinking. There is definitely a difference between, maybe I should take it as a hint, Omega, that gentlemen that get to your particular shining levels are not showing people the washing up. Hello, Baggy, how are you? Baggy, you've chosen an exact moment I will understand if you say, I'm now backing out of the stream because we are doing the washing up. This is high tempo stuff, this. First person washing up. Yes, Omega Phoenix refunds sub. Reason, content is oh, God. Baggy, glad you're feeling great. Lovely to have you here. I'm sorry you caught us at what could possibly you may or may not wish to really be involved in. This is the bonus content. This is the washing up element. I'm not paying for housework. My dear fellow, I quite frankly wouldn't blame you if at this point that you actually... Thank you, Lewis, for the posture check. Yes, I'm not sure I could blame anyone for this point going, what are we watching? Retitle the stream to ASMR Mild Green Fairy Liquid. Right, so let's get that out of the way. I'm trying to think, is there a way one can make the washing up epic? I don't really think there is. It is what it is, really.
Right, you say that. Remember Alan Rickman's making a thing?
Oh, that's true. If I did it all in slow motion and occasionally dramatically hurled things across the screen.
You know you can do slow motion TikToks.
Can you?
Yeah, so that's what we should do. We should do a dramatic washing up.
Okay, Mrs. Al is coming up with some stellar ideas today. Slow motion TikTok washing up bowl.
We'll call it like epic washing up.
An ode to Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Maggie, how did you enjoy yourself last night, Maggie? Did you enjoy yourself? I know a way to make it epic. Cinders, how do I make it epic? By any chance is your suggestion reveal my face? I see you coming. I know your game now, Cinders. I'm wise. I've wised up to it. Hang on, let's check our roast potatoes quickly. They're all okay. Yes, ASMR suds time, folks. Face reveal. I knew it. Hang on. You didn't say which face, Cinders.
What face?
Korean cute bowl. If you're talking about this, yes, Baggy, I was. I'm glad it went well. Lots of successful streamers in today. All of whom I can take note of that doing the washing up before them is probably not the way. I'm not even wearing my marigolds, it's not even getting kinky, Thinking of that scene, who was it that wore marigolds? Oh, it's Fight Club, wasn't it? Brad Pitt and the marigolds, that was a controversial scene. It was, I think, at the time.
I don't even only ever watched one for one.
Have you?
I didn't see it.
It's a little existential. And in some places it's just actually badly written. So, just in my humble opinion, folks. Right. So yes, Baggy, you may have chosen a dull moment to arrive, but I'm very grateful to have your company. And not to mention, Abs is here as well. Abs, you've chosen exactly the wrong moment. There you go, there's something dramatic. To grace us with your marvellous presence, you've entered the washing up portion of the stream. Oh dear, this has only happened twice before. How are you, Abs? How are you? Well? Are you well, sir? Folks, if one of our mods could just get a link to Abs's profile. He's a marvellous, marvellous streamer. I do enjoy seeing you stream during our working day. There we go, we nearly had some drama there. That's about as dramatic as we're going to get. The washing up nearly falling off the pile. Or my tea towel nearly falling in the sink. Except that happened off screen. I'm very good, Abs. I'm very good indeed. We are doing well. We've got one of our 2 dishes is in. We've got the second one has been in for a long time, in fact. We're doing lamb 2 ways. One is a rolled roast joint for today, and the other, that's a really bad place to put that for streaming purposes, is a shepherd's pie, which we're going to cook slowly, and that will be dinner during the week, probably a few times over. Right. Folks, you'll be pleased to know that's it for the washing up bonus content. We're back. We have made space, so we can carry on as we were. Let's check our spuds. How are we doing? Are these parboiled? Yes, they are. So let's take them off the heat. Let's pop that here. Do a quick clean down. I'm sure any chefs watching will be wondering why it's taken me this long to remember to actually clean down after a few hours, and why indeed my charging cable is in a bag of potato peelers. All of these are excellent questions to which I have very little by way of good answer. Abs, how has your Sunday been? How have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you. How are things over in Singapore? In fact, since you guys, Baggy and Abs, have just come in, let's go and have a look at how the food's getting along. Come back to the cleaning down in just a moment. Right. Let's whip out our lamb. Let's have a look. 12 minutes. Here we are, folks. ASMR lamb work for you there. I'm just going to give it another bit of basting. There we are. There we go. A bit more of these lovely lamb juices. What I've done is I've done it on a bed of bay leaves and herbs, sprinkled in a lamb stock cube as well, so when the liquid from the lamb has met it, it's basically a very concentrated lamb gravy. However, I will be making a fresh lamb and mint gravy. It looks good hungry now. It smells rather good, I will admit. So just waft it towards you. And I got the approval, of course, of one of our resident chefs here, actual chef, Reevesy. So thank you very much, Reevesy. I'm glad you approve. So I'm going to give that 12 more minutes, then we're going to just check its temperature. Stop teasing you. Omega, this is what you come here for. I tease you in a culinary fashion. It's what I do. It's what I do. Right, next step. What do we need to do? Have a quick think. Actually, because we've got a few people here, this is something I think I was asking Lewis. Does anybody have a particular dish that they've thought, I don't know how to do that, or I haven't got the confidence to do that? Because we haven't done one for a while, but I was contemplating a sort of cook along with us type stream. And if there's anything that anyone was thinking, well, you know, I don't know how to do X, Y, or Z, it would be quite a fun thing to do. Especially if I haven't got a clue either, then it can be the blind leading the blind. Yeah. Although that probably won't be much help, will it? Right. So, we've got our parboiled spuds, so we're just going to drain them. And then, for just a little added decadence, I love this bit. Where is it? Oh, I rearranged the fridge. I can't remember where it is.
What are you looking for?
The goose fat.
It's in the door.
It's in the door. Why am I being blind? Why can't I? Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm crying out loud. Oh dear me, Al's being foolish. A little bit of goose fat. I keep telling Reezy to do that, but he doesn't want to do a cooking stream. Do you know what, Reezy? I would watch. That's all I'll say. I'd be there with a notepad and pen, you know, just taking notes. So we're going to get ourselves some goose fat roast potatoes with as much as I can. Well, yes, if there is, if anyone thinks of something and goes, you know what, I'd quite like to cook X or Y or Z, send me a message, because we've done it before and I'd be happy to do it again. Although the last time we did it, it was with Korean milk bread, and that was a bit of a marathon because of the proving time, so I might stick to something a bit more savoury than baking. And since, what's your username on TikTok, my love? Cutie Pie Crafty Creations is now on TikTok. Nothing there yet. Shall I have to do a social media update or something? Right. I'm just going to... So, going to bash these just ever so slightly. So, getting a nice rough kind of coating. How to heat up a microwave meal. Cinders, that's going to be a very quick stream. I like the level you're pitching at, though. I like it. It's about my skill set. So, I've nearly timed this exactly right. As I say, banging and crashing in the background. So, then this is, I'm sure Reeves would agree with me, there's nothing particularly special here. They're just slightly parboiled spuds with some goose fat, some salt. Hang on, really bad streaming here, I'm not showing you what I'm doing. So just spread them out on the tray. Got some broccoli that's going to go in as well. Whoops, it is. In you go. So they'll end up nice and fluffy on the inside with a slightly crispy exterior. I have, however, just realised that everything in the oven is on 150, and maybe I should have put these in sooner. The lamb needs some resting time anyway, so plenty of seasoning. Having just realised that mistake with the temperature, I'm going to put that in now, which is a little...
they need to be on a high temperature to get them crispy.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is we will put them in now and then turn them up to a high temperature until they're crispy, because the lamb will need some time to rest. And there we go. Right, so that's that done. Not going to take you all back to the... I was going to say, we can have a sit and a chat, or we can go back to the sink, I think, at this point.
I think maybe just sit.
Shall I pause and have a cup of coffee?
Yeah. Or you can make me another one.
You want another mocha? Folks, different sort of bonus content. We're going to the coffee machine.
They're literally going to get to see all the mess in all the kitchen.
I know, I haven't actually finished cleaning up the kitchen, folks. So we're back making coffee. Here we go. And as is always good practice, I shall also clean my nozzle. Hang on, that's This is bonus content, you know, folks. Only the inner of the inner get to see this. Or should I say the inner of the inner are the only ones unfortunate enough. Nozzle. I like the level of sense of humour, Omega. I fully concur. Hello to the marvellous Dr. Chris Respect. How are you, sir? Welcome on in. Need to put more mirrors around the house. I'm going to say yes. Can you see me in the reflection? How are you, good doctor? Are you well, sir? You've caught us at a brief coffee-making hiatus, making a mocha for Mrs. Owl, and I think an espresso macchiato for my good self. My love, guess who's just arrived? Hello, sexy. And sexy's first thing to do was exclamation mark OnlyFans. Oh God, how are you, sexy? OnlyFans. Now that is something I don't think anybody wants to see. Goodness gracious me. Oh, drat. Right, we're out of coffee grounds. Wait a sec. You know what? I'm going to do something slightly random, but also slightly fun, I think. Hang on. This is going to be very loud, folks, and will last for a minute or two. So, just like we do in RimWorld. Oh, shit. I may have forgotten. I forgot to put the beans in it. I thought there were beans. Hang on. Top quality content, this. You've been busy with work, sexy. Are you all right, though? You keeping okay? Those of us who do the RimWorld stream will know there are occasions where our characters will variably decide that they will just randomly do some cloud watching. We're going to do the same thing. Here we go. I would sub to Decaffeinated Owl for daily sexy torso pictures. Hang on, here we are. Yes, there we go. Baker's Arm, that. Baker's Arm. And Glutton's Gut is also what I've got. So let's do, in honour of the RimWorld stream that has been a while, let's hope the Wi-Fi signal lasts. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you eminent cloud watching. Beard confirmed. Don't worry. I think we already had beard. We've got a beard. A nose has been confirmed. And I have an arm. You realise I've got arms. I am mostly human. I hope you enjoyed the cloud watching. Nose confirmed. He has a nose and a beard. We've got him. You've narrowed me down to much of the population. But this is what you get, guys. This is, the bonus content when I go off piste. Right, let's make ourselves. And of course, gentleman makes sure his brain works and he serves the lady first. So let's serve Mrs. Owl a cup of coffee. Oh, of course, ladies first. Something Grandad always used to say as well. We just need legs and a face. I'm sort of starting to sound like Frankenstein's monster. Piece him together, we will have a man. A full and complete man. Right, let's do a spot of coffee for Mrs. Owl. Oh God, I've sprayed coffee granules everywhere. Not do that. Here we go. Now, the reason I do it this way around is because I like to mix the coffee straight into the almond milk and then pour it into a second jug, which is, in all honesty, a trick that we picked up from a Venetian coffee maker, barista, even that was the word I was looking for.
What did you say?
Coffee maker. One of those well-known shop professionals. So, coffee machine heated up, and I have run out of almond milk. There we go. Hey. So, then machine warm. Mix with almond milk. Oop. Turn off buzzer and put on for 30 minutes. I might check at 20. Right. So now we're just going to try and get some colour on top of the lamb. So, slight heat. Be happy we got beard and nose today. It's already a good day. So, partial warm. Start to mix in the... oh look, you can see what looks like a... It's not a reveal of anything, but it does look like an ear. So, I can confirm I do have ears. I'm a bit deaf, but I do have ears. Right, so... Then mix with your hot chocolate. Don't be too stingy with it. It's an unctuous drink, this. And then finish with the rest of the steam. I like it. Omega, quick screenshot and zoom onto the coffee maker. It's where you find out, Omega, that I'm wearing one of your masks. I have, in fact, this entire time been wearing a wrestler's mask in your honour. Difficulty with almond milk is you haven't got the same lipids that you do in ordinary milk.
Yeah, did you see the new emote?
I've not yet seen the new emote. Is it good?
Do you want to see Omega's new emote?
I do want to see Omega's new emote. Got to be careful holding only one false step and all revealed. Yep, absolutely. Omega, I think I love you. That emote is the best thing I could possibly have hoped for. I'm just going to give Mrs. Owl a cup of coffee. Here you are, Mother.
Thank you. Oh, you didn't make it in the ice cup?
No, they're in the dishwasher. Right, folks, because things beeped, let's return to the fray. And because I have to fiddle around with the... Yes! Oh, I love it. I love that that's the... Oh, have you? Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I'm sorry. And Dusku is watching with a posture check. Thank you very much, Dusku. I shall do some stretches. Hang on. There we go. And we stretch. Got to keep your face out of it. I know. I'm slowly being pieced together like some horrendous dystopian puzzle or something. Right, let's try and... Yeah, unfortunately I've got to clean out the coffee machine before I make another, so I shall wait.
What do you mean?
I've got to do the beans and the grind and all bits and pieces. It's just messy.
Oh.
It's alright, got yours.
Yeah, but you wanted one.
I did, but it's okay. It's okay.
You want to have a sip of mine?
No, it's alright, love. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'll bring it to you.
There are so many secrets. There are, Doctor. There's secrets upon secrets. You're eventually just going to find out I am in fact Omega.
You are Mahmood.
I am Mahmood. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, there's been the secret all along. When I've been watching you playing Super Seducer, I'm like, I'm that actor. I'm Mahmood. Oh, dear me. Right, let's clean that down. Get that out of the way. I'll make another coffee in a while. Right. There we go. I'm trying to... I'm going to have to, at some point, I am going to get caught by a mirror. I appreciate that. At some point, the facade will drop and all secrets will be revealed. But until then, and in fact, as I know, I was chatting to Straffen. Hello, Straffen, how are you? Welcome on in. Welcome to the cooking stream that also includes washing up, making coffee, and revealing that I have a nose. I have a nose, I have a beard, I have arms. Look, here they are. There are bits of me. Right, broccoli comes next. One that is open. Now, we did an interesting experiment with, what's your address? I'll send you loads of mirrors as a Christmas present. Oh, dear me. Now, what was interesting with this experiment was I experimented with the notion of how well could you vacuum pack vegetables whilst I was doing other bits and pieces. They're all absolutely fine. And these have been opened for a while as well. But what's surprising, and I didn't know this, is that when you chop broccoli, it actually releases gas. And that's interesting because, so take a pack. Another of the two packs has not been opened yet, is perfectly preserved, but is now entirely filled with gas. So it's not going off, there's no air in there. So there's nothing there that can essentially start things to essentially rot, which is what fermentation is ultimately. But I came down one day and just found out, hang on a minute, it's absolutely full. Didn't seem that coming at all. So fingers crossed, that's not going to go bang at some point during the night. I'm going to FaceTime you one of these days and catch you without the mask. You've got to do that. If you've got his details, just catch Omega voice. Right. No, I jest. I appreciate Omega's need for privacy as much as mine. Which is bizarre, given that I've shown you various parts of my face. A nose? What sorcery is this? I know, Straffen. I have a nose? It's just terribly unsporting of me. Let me show you, Straffen, whilst we're here, where we're up to. Because we are on the final countdown for our lamb. So I'm just going to actually just give that a last baste because it's into its last 10 minutes basically. Then we'll check the thermometer, see how it's doing on the inside, and then take it out to do a bit of resting. It's had a long day, this lamb, bless it. It's run a metaphorical marathon. So there we go. Spot of lamb basting. Also, I realised as soon as I started doing the lamb basting that the background blues again turned to the sort of sultry elevator music. It's like it knows.
It's weird that you think that there's sultry elevator music.
Have you never watched those spoof scenes where it's like meant to be like sultry music or whatever?
What are you watching?
Nothing right now. Mrs. Owl is looking at me with concern.
No, I'm looking at my Dalek.
You're looking at your Dalek. Okay, fair enough. That's fair. Right, hang on. Just drop out the scene. Oops, a daisy. So I'm going to use all of this broccoli, including the stalks. And I'll just check the stalks. Yeah, they seem fine. Give that a wash. So let's just do a little light seasoning of this. Spot of oil, not too much. As you will be unsurprised to know, salt and pepper. How's the Dalek coming along, my love? Let's just do a light shufty there. Go. light but even coating. Spot more seasoning. Right. I'll be honest, Omega, my plan was the same as Cinder's. I'll start calling schools randomly. I'm saying I'm looking for Mr. O. Phoenix. I mean, there's a Joaquin Phoenix, isn't there? So, it's not too straight. But I'm looking for a master of Phoenixes, a teacher that can literally catch fire and come back again in just a moment's notice. You see, Omega, I'll just speak to the school really poshly, and they'll just think I'm from Ofsted or something. And just, Hello, good afternoon. I am looking for one teacher by the name of Mr. O. Phoenix. A fine fellow of the establishment. A teacher of repute, and renown. And I'll actually just immediately come straight through to you, you know. It's, they'll know who you are. And then she'll be like, it's me. Oh, dear me. I genuinely some days think I've lost the plot. And Mrs. Allen knows it to be true. We've not got, so we need to get that out. And then we need to whack up the temperature of the oven because we're still low and slow for the lamb. Although, also get out our resting rack. So we'll need that too. It's true, Cinders, I know some people. You know, some people are, you know, more or less useful than others. But I do happen to know a few people. Here and there and everywhere. Alright, let's just check. Right, pork. To check my thermometer here. This is the one that actually works well. Veal, beef, lamb. Interesting. Lamb simply says well, medium. Oh no, it actually does give fairly good indications there. So let's quickly poke the lamb out. See where we get to. Hopefully my head is not in shot. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be cooked. That's good.
Definitely going to be cooked. You've been cooking it for 3 hours? Yeah, it should be cooked.
Could you imagine if it wasn't? Bloody hell. That would be quite something. After 3 hours of cooking, it's still raw. What? It's raw. Ah, dear me. So let's just do a little bit of kitchen maintenance. Let's pop our previously vacuum packed herbs back in their pouch. Could probably be backpacked again, actually. We've got some that have fallen out. And also, Omega, don't worry, I'm sure there's nothing on your PC that you wouldn't want me to see, except for, you know, the magnificence of your actual face. I would be like, and I've got you. I found him. I think, honestly, if you ever do a face reveal, you have to, without warning anybody, actually just do it by taking a mask off, and then there's another mask, and then another mask, and another mask. Just keep going until like, you get to, I don't know, Anonymous or something, and then just sort of turn the stream off and go freak everybody out. Let's have a... Right, I'm actually minded... I don't know, there's something... I'm getting gut instinct to actually get out and fully test the lamb, because I don't want it too well done. So let's take it out now and actually give it a full blown straight in the middle. How hot are we looking? We'll start the broccoli off. Don't give him ideas. You know, it's going to have to be my own idea. You know, face reveal actually then involves a mask, and me and Omega will be just plotting in the background. What will that mask look like? Have I? I'm very pleased to say, I think, please don't go any higher. Damn. it may be I've done it too much. Because it's registering at 75, which is smack in the middle of medium to well done. So I'm definitely going to take that out now if that's its temperature. So we're going to shufty that under there, and then with clean hands I'm going to lift, rest, and there we are, folks. Fingers crossed I've not botched it. However, these were never to be eaten, so I can at least take the herbs out. I'm going to leave it trussed for now. So there we go. Let's remove excess herbiage. And we can now crack up the temperature for the roast potatoes. And it needs to rest for 20 minutes anyway. So let's go full power, to quote yon Mr. Jeremy Clarkson. There we go. However, not looking too bad, I'm pleased to say. And that was only a few pound, because it was all on reduce. This is again what kind of inspired me to do this particular stream, is not wanting stuff to go off. So we've got, let's think about dinner. We've got our side of broccoli, we've got our potatoes in. After that I need peas. Peas and gravy, and then we are pretty much done. Right. Problem is, I'm really tempted just to cut into it to see how it's looking on the inside.
You need to leave it to rest.
But you have to leave it. I know. I get impatient with these things. Right. Folks, I think it's time to come with me across the kitchen again. Here we go. You'll never guess what. There are things I needed to be washed up to do the next bit. So welcome back to the prime content that is piecing together Mr. Owl's various parts of his anatomy. We're now back to arms. Don't cut it, Cinders yells. No, don't worry, Cinders. My impatience was screaming at me. But we will leave it. We will leave it to rest and sit and cogitate on all the Schrodinger's lamb. I like it. Just yes, just leave it in a box. Is it lamb if you it's too soon? Let's get some. I mean, Strappin, you've picked an interesting time to be in the stream. This is high quality content. You know, this is what Twitch was all about, watching people do the washing up. At least we're doing the washing up well, I suppose. I only said that to get the from Mrs. Love you. Mm-hmm. Oh dear me. Is it? Which part of his appendage are you up to? Washing up is so much more interesting when someone else is doing. Oh, I'm glad you think so. We do need fresh water, however, so let's get that out. Oh, that's just rinsing for recycling purposes. So, tell you what, you see the recycling box from there? Can I hit it from? No, I'm going to miss. Nearly missed anyway. Right, what's next? I was going to dishwash these, but actually I need them, so let's just whip them out and wash them properly. We just need to put the washing away. Am I inspiring everyone to do housework, or are you just thinking, oh God, what are we watching? Oh, I also can have a cup of coffee. So let's... I like the notion as well that my nephew may still be watching this, thinking my actual parents are idiots. Most exciting purchase in the last 6 months was a space-saving dish rack. Ooh, I like that. Ignore the cluster of stuff I need to dry up stuff. And I can take this off the tube to clean the coffee mugs. And drain out the tray. Various parts of coffee machine maintenance. Right, which now entitles me to have a cup of coffee. Oh. So Strafford, if you're enjoying this, we'll be back on Wednesday where there will be no washing up. And it's a shorter stream. This is our long Sunday chill stream. And we will be making arrabbiata sauce. We're putting that with some... Oh, Strafford, thank you. One of the bravest follows I've seen recently whilst watching the washing up. Strafford, welcome on into the roost. Welcome indeed. We'll be back, as I say, on Wednesday. We're planning to have pasta for dinner on Wednesday, and there's a particular type of sauce that we like, and it's genuinely Italian. You can order it through Amazon. And because we ran out, I had the inkling just to try and make it for ourselves as an off the cuff kind of idea. But thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Welcome indeed. You'll find everyone here is very forgiving, or I've certainly found that, given the sheer level of the content that I'm producing. Like, eminently lovely, highly forgiving, and very, very friendly indeed. And everyone does also delight in the current ongoing game. Can we piece together Mr. Owl and his face? Maybe we should start doing that as a bingo or something. You know, have like actually make a checklist. I know there's one or two people that actually claim to have completely seen my face. But I will confess, I looked back at the streams in question. I'm not quite sure how. I certainly can't see it. But anyway, I do have a face. Sorry, we're off tangent here whilst we're sorting this out. Let's get that done, because this is the one I want. Right, can I put anything into soak, which is I am told... Well, there's a debate about this. It's whether or not things need to be soaked or not seems to be a man thing.
There's not a debate.
There's right and wrong, is there?
Yeah.
That's right. I think things need to be soaked.
Yeah, that's because you can't be bothered to wash it up.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Some
is.
things are just deeply ingrained and need time in the heat to make them moist.
No.
This isn't also, I feel, a Mr. and Mrs. Owl debate. I think this is a debate that's existed everywhere from time immemorial, back to the cavemen and women. Usually if you wash the article whilst it's still hot, it won't need soaking.
Yes.
Strafford has joined the Mrs. Owl. Can we have a poll on this?
No, there is no bowl.
No, I'm interested, genuinely. I know that we got mods in the chat. Can we start a poll? Soak or not to soak? Or am I about to find myself completely on the wrong side of this debate and everyone thinks that I'm talking nonsense? Right. We're back with the resting lamb. 12 minutes. Need to put the kettle back on. And I need to avail myself of some coffee, I think. Coffee and lamb. Still hot. Reevesy says moist. It is. I'm looking forward to this. I just hope it lives up to expectations. I really do. It's actually, I think, oops, said Daisy, nearly threw coffee everywhere. These mods don't know how to... I can't see the poll because I'm on my phone, so I can't see anything actually. I got in the habit of cleaning as I go because my kitchen is minuscule. That's a very good practice, in fairness. Jokes aside, that's very. I do my best now because we've moved house and it is a brand new kitchen here, and I do my level best to do exactly that. Sometimes with varying degrees of success, I will confess. How are we doing in that? Not too shabby. Right. I'm going to take a moment to sit and get off my feet.
I can't draw his whisk.
His whisk?
Yeah.
Do you want me to grab a whisk so you have something to work from?
No, I'm working from a picture. I'm not drawing a Dalek from memory.
Well, you are that talented. And Alice is here. Hello, Alice. How are you? Welcome to the Resting Lamb.
This is what I've got so far.
I think that looks awesome.
The whisk isn't very good though.
Looks perfectly good. What's wrong with it?
It doesn't look right. The lamb looks good.
The lamb does look good, actually. And also, I have to apologise again to everyone that saw the picture on Instagram where I didn't make it clear. I was looking for a stock photograph of roasted lamb.
The second picture is yours though.
That's true, it was. You wish you were resting. Have you been busy, Alice? Are you all right? Put your feet up. I'm having a double espresso and pausing for a moment as we're going to let this rest. In fairness, Omega, I did type in Creative Commons, so it was one of those pictures that I understand that you're allowed to use. Of course, Alice, sorry, I knew you were doing that today. You have a break. You've earned it. I can tell that already. So we've got that going, Alice, and we've got a shepherd's pie in the oven, which will be nicely browning and finishing off. And the good chat here have been trying to deduce my face through mirrors and reflections, and Straffen has joined us. And we were debating the age-old...
It's not age-old. For starters, men haven't been washing up for that long.
That is actually... I shouldn't scoff, actually. I know that is actually true and can be proven by statistics. But it's whether to soak or not to soak. And so far, there's a lot of people that have kept appropriately quiet, I think. I'm for the soak camp. Straffen and Mrs. Owl are for the soaking is simply not getting around to doing the job in the first place. I don't think you need to worry about the Dalek's whisk. I think it looks good.
Well, that's because I've changed it now.
Hang on, I'm peering, folks. I really want to cut this. I've only got 8 minutes left. I can wait. It's now 3-1 against Mr. Owl. Alice is with you, my love. Yep. Is nobody going to side with me here? Oh God, I'm on my own. I say soaking is a frequently necessary and highly appropriate method of ensuring that baked on and caked on substances get exposed to hot water, and then you return to them and scrub furiously. 3-2, Omega's with me.
Phoenix says.
Yes, Omega. Mrs. Owl asks, what does Mrs. Phoenix think, out of curiosity? Oh, I like it. Omega's actually admitting he doesn't know what he's agreeing to. Reaper, hello and enjoy your lurk. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. I like your honesty there, Omega. I agree. What have I agreed to? It's one of those things that can cause problems in life, can't it? Is admitting, I agree, and then you whisper to someone, what did I just agree to? I think it's how politics worked as well. I'm going to get some more water. Hang on, folks. And if you've been watching for a while and not had a drink of water, grab yourself some water. Healthy thing to do. I'll be honest, the kitchen looks messy, but actually quite a bit of it has been cleaned, and right now nothing is in soaking. That's just a good thing. So yes, Alice, I implore you, knowing that when we last spoke you are going to be starting those invitations, if you're still going, I don't even know what time it is now actually, but I think if you haven't had a break, let me just check what the time is, you're probably due one. Yes, it would be a good due one. Right, I'm going to peer, not show my face. How's the food getting along? Broccoli is, I think, cooking faster than the potatoes, so I'm going to take them out. Hang on. Because otherwise, I'm going to end up with burnt broccoli. So take that out. Maybe even give the potatoes just more space to cook. more air circulation. There we go. So, sorry, I keep getting distracted. I'm doing a Billy Connolly. It's an interesting nerdy side fact. Billy Connolly often credited his comedic style to basically storytelling. But no matter where he ended off and where he went off on tangents, that he'd always remember to come back again. I haven't got that skill. I will just go off on tangents and completely forget where I am, what's going on, and why I started in the first place. But we are contemplating a variety of things for this week. We might go back and do some more RimWorld on Thursday. Maybe Mrs. Al and I will play another game together because we enjoyed doing TikTok A Tale for Two. And you want to see Hello My Neighbour?
Hello Neighbour.
Hello Neighbour, even. Where was I? Oh yes. That is, maybe if we do stream bingo, the number of times I say, what was I saying? Where am I? Or derivations thereof. And I had in fact planned to play a little bit with one of my good friends this week, but he's been terribly busy and he would like to play some more 7 Days to Die. And I know a few of us enjoyed that. But we will be back doing cooking this time next week. I feel a cooking spree is called for. I don't know what we'll cook next week. I'm open to suggestions, actually. Is there anything you'd like next week, my love?
What do you mean?
To eat on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah, if I was to do kitchen again. Because you're very kindly, you want to do gnocchi this week, don't you, on Thursday and Friday?
Oh, yes.
I'm looking forward to that. Call it Stream of Consciousness, free verse. The critics will love it. Oh, Cinder says that she will stream Hello Neighbour just for you, my love.
Oh, yay.
Thank you, Cinders. Yes, honestly, I was watching the bit you were on and thinking I would be getting just as frustrated as you were at that slightly creepy man who went to sleep in leather gloves. I mean, if that's not a warning sign in life generally, I'm not quite sure what is. Is that man... is that man the killer? He's sleeping in his killer's gloves. Oh, right, okay, fine. We'll be careful of that man. My patience is nearly getting the better of me. I have to wait for 3 more minutes before I can check how this lamb is, and I really just don't want to wait. Dear me. Sitting there, it's just taunting me. I think I can probably at least prepare it better than this. Hang on, we've got herbs sticking out of it. Let's take the string away. I will leave it alone. I like it though. I like it, Straffen. A stream of consciousness. That's what I'll say I'm doing. It's an ill-directed stream of consciousness that occasionally gets lost. But it's definitely verbiage. In the nicest sense of the word. Right, let's remove... There we go. So we don't need that. So you let us know, Cinders, and we will be there watching Hello My Neighbour. But the problem is that there's so much that you can do in terms of stream, but so little time really, because we're all so very busy. And in fact, I have no idea, because this is obviously we're back to work tomorrow. We were off on holiday this week. I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. It could be a very busy day. It could be a very light day. If it's a very busy day tomorrow, it's probably about to be a very busy evening for me. But fingers crossed. Oops. I've now got coffee mixed with lamb juice. My own fault for leaving the too close to each other. Right. Folks, I think we are nearing the final stage. We draw near the final curtain, or things such as. I need, let's see, chopping board. Then we carve that. That's for our gravy. That can go in soon. And then need mint sauce, which I remembered to put away, which might have been premature. Where have I put it? Oh, bother. You're going to draw stumps there? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll be eating soon.
But maybe tomorrow I make some.
Ooh, Mrs. Al's going to try and make TikToks tomorrow. That's excellent.
I mean, it's supposed to.
Yes, we do. Right? Sorry, say again.
Is it still in the bags?
I didn't. No, I thought I actually remembered to take it out because
You should have put it in the door then, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Do you want me to look?
No, it's okay. No, I did definitely take it out. And I cleaned it as well, which means it's behind me. Nope. Huh. What have I done with it? Oh, fiddlesticks. I've tried to be proactive and I've gone and misplaced the lamb. Right, look carefully, that man. Hang on. It'll be in here somewhere. Great streaming content again. I've walked off and left the camera running. But here we go. That's what I was after. Haha. We've got it. We've got it, I say. Right, we're about to beep, so I'm going to move that there. Let's move this out of the way. Well, that's a prime example of something that needs soaking. Let's get rid. Clean up as we go. Right. Let's see. Let's do a check. Whew, ha, steamy. Steam. Some need a bit more colour on them. I think they need 10 minutes. So we're going to give them 10 minutes. Along with the broccoli. Which means I can put the peas on. Can't wait to see the cutting. I'm tempted to do it now. What do we think, folks? Should we do it now? Should we have a look? Are you ready, my love? Suspense raised-ish. Oh, folks, this has been 3 hours in the making. I'm going to be... Please let me have done this well. Damn.
What?
That's better done than I would like. It's not overdone. But it is slightly over what I would want, in fairness.
Oh yeah, I can see the fat.
Don't worry, I'm going to... Mrs. L, not a fan of fat, so I'm going to remove that from your portions, don't worry. Let's...
Why don't you just try some? It smells really nice.
It smells really good. It's
You'd
just
want
a
it
shame.
pinker.
It was about... Yeah. I won't lie, folks, I don't lie to you. We do warts and all. I would want that pinker. Let me remove... In fact...
Here, I'll have like some of this little
I
bit.
was going to say, do you want the right centre bit where there's no fat?
No, I want this bit.
That bit there?
Yeah,
Right,
but
okay.
take the fat off.
Yep, okay. As ever, the nice thing is you get to prepare food to your audience. So, you know, some people like the added fat. Mrs. Al does not. There we go. That's for you.
Thank you.
I'll have a bit with the outer coating and the meat as well. Let's have a look. Let's see what we think. I'll tell you what, though, it's tender as anything, that bit. How's yours?
It's still fat, aren't
Oh no, really?
they? Yeah.
Got good taste.
Tastes good.
Yeah, tastes really good. Don't worry, I'll make sure any of yours has the fat removed.
I'll just have to
Pick any bits out.
perform
you know.
operations.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hang up to the camera, and that's how to focus as well.
Isn't when you roast stuff, isn't it meant to like... Isn't the fat meant to go away? Like, we slow roasted it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't.
It's been cooking for like 3 hours.
Hello, Dylan. Is that a lamb's massive hock? It is not. It is a rolled. I can't remember. Was it
Rolled lamb breast.
It was a rolled lamb breast. What herbs did we use? We used bay leaves. I used
Rosemary.
rosemary, salt, pepper,
That's it.
and that was it. We're going to have mint sauce. Mint lamb gravy, roast potatoes, broccoli, and peas. And this isn't Blue Peter. We didn't prepare one before. We followed the best instructions we could, but it is over. Thank you, Dylan. It tastes lovely. That I would describe as well done. I was aiming for medium at best, medium rare.
What do you think of the fat though?
I'll be taking the fat clean off. I mean, there is meat there, which I will make sure I get. But truthfully, I'll show you, folks. Hang on. Was really surprised it hadn't rendered more. Breast is
Yeah.
massively fat. Yes, I'm surprised too because we did that earlier. So I'm just going to literally cut that bit. Tingewick. Hello, Tingewick. Are you a professional chef by trade? I'm not. I'm a highly enthusiastic amateur. But if I mean, I don't mind the facts.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, do
But
you enjoy it?
I do, but in small amounts. But see here, that really hasn't.
How much was this?
It's only like a couple of pounds.
Okay then. That's okay then.
It really hasn't rendered at all, notwithstanding that we actually seared it first at a very high heat, did the whole outside of it.
Maybe we needed to sear it more?
Maybe even more. But we did it quite a lot, but I'll just... You see that? I literally can't chew through that.
Ugh.
I can, if I try.
Maybe I'll have a veggie roast.
Mrs. Owl's now opted for the veggie roast. But if you take away the fat, so we've just got a normal piece of meat here, it's perfectly lovely. But I will be taking off. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some very specific carving and take away the fat. Because that has neither crisped nor melted away. And what we've got is a sort of middle ground, quite chewy, very flavourful exterior. So Tindrick, thank you very much. It is, by the way, very tasty. It's simply well done. And once you take the fat off and actually do slices of it, it will be perfectly fine. It will be lovely. So, say for example here, I take this bit here, I can literally peel off that piece of fat there. And all that is chewy. And once you've done that, well actually I picked a really bad example there because that did not fall apart in my hands. But once you eat it, it is very delicate indeed. So, let's put this to a side for one moment. We will go back to carving in a minute. Alice says the breast fat isn't nice. I'll admit, Alice, I actually thought, just eating it there, the texture I wasn't a fan of. It was, I think, purely by virtue of having so many herbs with it, very, very flavoursome. But you wouldn't want to plough through, well, I mean, even if you were hungry, you wouldn't want to plough through all of that fat. It would be very unpleasant by the end. But Tindrick, thank you for joining us. And thank you, Dylan, as well. Lovely to have you here. What we're going to do now is just cook very quickly some peas. You've caught us at the end of the stream. We're nearly there. We've got our roast potatoes going with our broccoli. And then all that's left to do is to plate. So, and we're going to... I've not done lamb mint sauce before. We had it once at a National Trust restaurant and it was delicious, and since then I've been saying, oh, I really need to make this, and I've really not got round to it in any way, shape or form. So for our newcomers, actually let me show you our second meal of the day. Not eating it tonight, but we'll have it in due course. Whew. Bit steamy. Actually, I'm going to need 2 hands for that. I seem to keep misplacing that other oven glove. I keep misplacing the other oven glove. I don't know what I keep doing with it. Silly fellow that I am. Let's grab that one. So we've also got on the go. Hey. A rather tasty looking shepherd's pie. How about that, folks? That is a nice looking bit of shepherd's pie, if I do say so myself. Ooh. Actually, I'm suddenly wondering which dinner I want. I've got 2 choices now. Oh, hang on. Bring Mrs. Owl over. This is looking a little bit tasty.
Ooh.
Hello. Which one would you like? Because you could have, technically...
I could have that with the veg and roasters.
You could if you want. Do you want to swap?
Maybe.
Honestly, I would not mind. I would not take it as insult, because actually then what I could do is strip that of the fat and really delicately carve it, and with a much smaller knife than that, and then we could do.
I'm not eating that one.
Is this the fat just too much?
Yeah.
Fine. In that case, let's swap. I like this. I love this. This is what I love about cooking. It's great.
But then you don't need to make a mint lamb gravy because the gravy's already part of it.
You could have a bit of limit.
I'll just put mint sauce on the
sure?
side or something. Yeah.
Right. Okay. In that
otherwise
case,
you don't need to make it gravy. What are you making here?
peas.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. We're going to adapt. Change the plan. But this is. Have you ever chat with chat? I love about cooking.
You have a chat with chat.
Hmm?
It's your stream.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing peas.
You put this in my way.
Oh, sorry. Newcomers to chat, hello. By the way, I'm Mr. Decaffeinated Owl. This is Mrs. Owl. Hello. We've got, as well as Straffen, we've also had drop in Tindwick and Dylan.
I have.
I'm taking it Dylan. There's a little underscore. Happily D-Lan, if you like.
Oh, Cinder says always pie.
Always
pie.
pie.
Have pie. Always pie. Pie.
Pie, pie, pie. Cinders, consider it done.
Yes.
A little change. I mean, again, I know I sound like I'm a bit of a over-enthusiastic, but you see, there's Straffen and Dylan. I love this about cooking though. I like the improvisation of it. And I will admit the shepherd's pie looks a lot better than the lamb does.
It does. I hope it tastes nice though.
Yeah, I'm going to have failed completely if the shepherd's pie doesn't taste nice. Right. Even if the shepherd's pie is not ready, and we'll leave it to the best part of cooking for me is when the animal is killed. Wow. Okay. Tindrick,
That's dark.
That's dark. But you know what? Each to their own. So
Yeah, rooster.
roast potatoes, one of Mrs. Owl's favourite. Actually, could you do me a favour, my love, without getting too close to the fat? Do you want to just put that over there so I can plop that down? Oh, that's hot. Thank you, darling. Oh, whew, that went straight through the oven glove. Right, let's get. Right, they're cooked. So basically, I'm going to give the shepherd's pie. Yeah, that got dark pretty quickly, didn't it? But then I do know. I make no criticism, I'm not of the same sentiment, but I know there's lots of people, for example, in America and Canada that still do that, for example, where they go out and there's a whole thing about going and getting your dinner. I'd be useless, I hasten to add. I'd be a complete wimp and have to turn vegetarian if you forced me to say you actually now have to shoot the chicken. I'd have to give up and become a vegetarian. I make no bones about it. I'm a bit of a softie, I think. Bit of a softie. Right, I say let's start plating up whilst the peas are going, because I'm going to basically just give the shepherd's pie as long as possible. British hunting is still quite big, rabbit and wood pigeon. Okay, fair enough. Normally I think that's reserved to members of parliament, but then you're about to start me on a political rant there, but I'm just kidding. Yes, we got, when we were growing up, we had plenty of wood pigeon around where we lived, but I must admit, never thought to actually go after one. My boss ran over a deer the other day, took it home and her husband butchered it. Oh, well, I suppose it's better than it going to waste. Right, my darling, which plate do you want? I was going to make this one yours here.
Okay, sure.
Have another one?
Maybe we should
Just
come
put
back
that on.
for seconds. Yeah.
Sure. So let's try and do this nicely and neatly. So just do. Actually, I have no idea if this is even on shot because
Yeah.
I
There you go.
thank you. I have the chat off the far right, so just do 4 or 5. I was just cooking because they were in the bag, to be honest. God, they're still quite hard actually. I might have to put them in. And then a little shepherd's pie and some peas.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much. We're just moving everything over to one single tray.
No, well then you can put those back in.
Oh, that's even more simple. This is how is the brains of the operation, folks.
I am.
That's how she sees it. Her whole family hunts. I think there's a difference there. I mean, I would be a useless hunter, mostly because I'm just a total softie at heart, unfortunately. But particularly, say for example, if unfortunately the poor animals run in the way, it would seem awful just to leave it in the road, either needing to be put sadly out of its pain and not utilise. But here we go. Right. Where did the heat mat go?
I put it out the way.
Oh, thank you very much. Sorry, I'm worried that I'm moving things around and forgetting where I'm putting stuff. Here we go. So, let's...
I'm going to open this.
Okie dokie. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to take it from the corners, I think.
Yeah, corners are the best.
Hopefully it's not too wet.
That's fine, because if it is, then it's gravy.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Thank you, my darling. Clear that up.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
As we're trying to agree, corners are best. Stratford is with you on all things. He's with you on the washing up point, with you on the corners. How did you do the potatoes? Did you boil them beforehand for that naughty crunch to them? Tindrick,
Yes.
You've got it in one. Good eye. We parboiled them, and then we used a little bit of goose fat with some pepper and some salt, and then into the oven for 35 minutes. So about 15 minutes parboiling, then the goose fat, then the seasoning, 35 minutes, 200 degrees on a fan assist.
And then
Bob's your uncle.
you just bash them about. Don't
Yeah,
you, in the
exactly.
pan?
Bash them with the goose fat and the season. Just give them a good shake around, and you're there. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Dylan, I think you and I are going to get along very well with those Lord of the Rings references. A good man. Oh dear me, yes. Big Lord of the Rings fan. Although I don't have the time these days to play the games like Lord of the Rings online. I'm just too busy these days. And we did have a debate, didn't we, about Lord of the Rings, yay or nay, at one point. Right, I think...
Oh yeah, because I think was it Nosler and Joe agree with me and they don't like the Lord of the Rings films?
Yes, everybody is welcome, of course. But here we go. Hoo-ha. That's looking mighty fine. Leave the broccoli in there. In fact, turn the oven off and I'll just show it for you.
Right.
Some filming of the dinner went on there. You have a sick voice for commentary. Tindrick, thank you very much. I'm trying to explore the world of voice acting as well, and our Twitch style is very much radio show. But you're very kind. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you enjoyed being here. Is it the first time that we've had the pleasure of your company? Right, let's go for... Which corner would you like me to try for you, my love? This one here, the crispiest one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a good crisp noise to it. Well, it doesn't want to break. That's a good sign.
It does look very liquidy.
It
though.
looks quite wet.
Do you think it's going to be really fatty?
Hopefully not. It is, in fact, very, very wet.
Oh, maybe use a ladle instead.
Yeah, let's get
That see that one.
that one there. So, folks, it's your first time. Tindrick, your first time. Thank you very much. In that case, it's a pleasure to have you. Is it the same for you? Well, hang on. Oh, I love this. Cinders, is Mrs. Owl humming Blackpink?
Yeah.
Mrs. Cinders, even I know a Blackpink. I know do 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 Blackpink. Dylan, thank you very much for joining the roost. Thank you ever so much. I'm very, very glad to have you. Whoa.
That is just purely
Okay,
weird.
it's wet. It's a wet one, folks. Hang on. Whoa. Over it goes.
I hope that tastes okay.
Would you like me to try it first?
Yeah.
And just to be sure. Right, let's...
Yeah.
Okay. We were on Michelin star Tindrick as well. Tindrick, thank you very much, both of you, for following us. Thank you so much for joining the roost. I hope you continue to enjoy.
That's enough on mine.
That's enough for you?
Yeah,
right.
more than enough. Especially given that I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Right. Folks, this one has come out very, very wet. I'm going to move it to one side and we're going to have a quick taste.
Do you want a spoon?
Yes, a teaspoon might be a good idea. We didn't need to do gravy as well, folks, it turns out. Hang on. So, we had Michelin star presentation. It then got a little bit wet. That plate would put 3 Michelin star restaurants to shame. Hang on, Mrs. Al's going to take a picture here. I must admit, the crust looks very nice. Do you want me to try a bit off your plate, or shall I go for the...
Whichever. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
I'm going to go for the... I'm not going to steal Mrs. Al's dinner from her. Hang on. Right, so here we go. Oh, heck, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah, that's good. It's wet. It's not...
I don't like that because...
Sorry. It is moist.
I don't think that's any better, to be honest.
Okay, it is succulent. What do you think?
Mmm.
Happy?
Yeah.
That's what we want, folks.
Yeah, it does taste good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, and the peas are nearly ready.
It's
Yeah?
really, really lammy.
Yeah? Well,
Yeah.
good. That's what we wanted.
Well, good. It tastes like it's component parts. Well done.
Yeah, we've hit the component parts of it. Marvellous. Are you a happy owl? Are you a happy Mrs. Owl?
Yeah, I think that tastes really good.
Good. Right. In that case, for the final little bit, let's put the peas on. And then, folks, we shall bid you a fond farewell for now. We will be back, of course, on Wednesday with more food.
What are you doing on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, we're doing the pasta and homemade arrabbiata sauce.
Oh, are we?
Yep, that's on Wednesday.
Oh, so many Italian things next week then, if we're doing pasta and then we're doing gnocchi.
Yeah, we're doing pasta, we're doing gnocchi. And then on Sunday, we'll do some more cooking. I'm in a cooking mood. Maybe cooking crossed with baking as well, I don't know. I feel like making something unctuous and satisfying and sort of... Right, I'm going to drop homemade pasta.
Wait, no, don't do it like that, because if there's any water still in there, I don't want it.
Right, let's grab an implement. We're not doing homemade pasta, but that will come, Tindwick. We did that, Mrs. Owl and I, when we went on honeymoon in Florence, and it was an absolute delight. Any more for now? Is that okay?
Should we just stick with that for now?
Stick with that for now.
Oh my god, it looks so
Have
good.
you tried Pasta Evangelists? They make fresh pasta in their kitchens and they send it out. Not bad, but kind of pricey. Interesting. I'm really quite keen to make it again. Because, again, it's a lovely memory, and food is often about memory as well. Those happy noises are Mrs. Owl content.
Oh, should we try it with a bit of mint sauce?
Go on, yeah, and then we will...
And then we'll go.
And then we will go and have what is technically breakfast. Oh no, we did have a little bit of pasta for breakfast.
We had our...
Oh, and we had cornetti. We made Italian...
It's been very Italian.
Very Italian.
But apart from this very...
Apart from this bit. Extra gravy for the veg. Yeah.
Do you want any?
Oh yeah, I definitely will do.
I'll just put a bit on your plate.
Thank you kindly. Lovely.
Okay. Joe?
Actually.
Okay. So I just want to see what it is.
Go on, you try it with the mint and see if you like. Because normally cottage is our favourite. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. There we go, it's chat bingo. With all due respect, Mrs. Owl's happy noises sound like the Chamberlain from the Dark Crystal. What's the Dark Crystal?
I don't know.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, no, this is really good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really nice with the mint sauce.
Excellent.
Next time we could probably, put the mint sauce in the gravy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, folks, may I say thank you ever so much for joining us. It has been a 1982 Jim Henson film. Oh, right. We'll look that up. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you to our brand new members of The Roost, Straffen, Tindwick and Dylan. Thank you to all our regulars who were here to laugh and chat with us and watch me wash up. Yes, there was the washing up element of the stream. There was making a cup of coffee element of the stream. I hope you've all enjoyed it. We'll be back on Wednesday. Cinder says, looks yum, I want pie. Sending my blessings from the Shires. Home counties represent. Do like the Shires. Tindrick, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Dylan, as well. Thank you, absolutely, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll be back Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Until then, take care, everybody. Have a lovely rest of the weekend. Try and catch you on Wednesday. Thank you, Dylan. Hope to see you there. Toodaloo, everybody. Bye for now. I can't hit the end button. Oh, it's over here.